Okay, so this is what the inside looks like. Remember, we have that 2-inch gap. Basically what we did here was we took the two pieces, we cut them to where they should be, such as this, and then I clamped them together. What's going on, people? Man, well, it's been a long winter. So you guys remember, last year I bought my first boat, Artemis, 1985 Catalina 30 tall rig. It's been a long winter with a lot of boat projects, but man, did we have some fun. Anyway, it's time to start enjoying the water. Now, don't worry, we're not going to lose focus on this channel. I just want to tell you that it's time for season 3, time to start moving forward with a lot more fun on the water. But we do still have a ton of boat projects coming at you. So if you're new to sailing or want to just follow me on my adventures, I implore you to smash that like and subscribe. And man, I hope you guys really enjoy these videos. What's going on? So I need a dinghy mount for the boat. Sorry, a dinghy motor mount for the boat. And Catalinas are kind of weird, where there's only a 2-inch offset from where your swim ladder is to the stanchion. It's really like 2.5 before it starts to bend. So I tried to buy one, could not find one. And I mean, not to mention they're kind of expensive, right? For a piece of plastic, you're paying $60. I seen one on Amazon that was rather inexpensive for like $47, but it wouldn't have worked no matter what. So I decided to build one, and basically this is what it looks like. It is just 2 pieces of oak. I got my 2-inch offset done, and then I have my 1 1/8 inch bore, so both are bored. This is just a template. I'm going to take it apart and show you what it looks like. If you look, the grain is going the wrong direction, so if I were to put anything on this, it would snap. I didn't want to use a good piece of wood doing this until I knew it would fit, so I used some scrap wood I had, and unfortunately my grain was going to run the wrong way. The bolts aren't countersunk. It just wanted to make sure I actually split a piece there because I didn't have the right bit. My bits, just fix this, are only about, let's see, I forget what they are. They are 3.5 inches, but they still have to fit into my drill press. And this entire piece of wood that I made is roughly a little over 6.5. So I need to go get a new bit, because the 1 1/8 drilling this way and then trying to drill this way, even though the marks are on point, they never, it's tunneling 101. They're never going to meet correctly. And then this one I messed up because I had it too close to this side, which took out this piece, blah blah blah. But anyway, it's a template, but I know it fits. I put it on the boat, it works fine. So I have a better piece of red oak. This is from a stair guy, and I'm going to cut all the new pieces and basically make this. I'll put the dimensions of everything in the description of this. It'll be a quick video. I'm not going to record making the entire thing, or maybe I will. I don't know. But basically, I'm going to cut these 2 pieces tonight. I'll show you what the inside of this looks like in a second. This hardware is also 2 1/4. You don't want 2 1/4. You're going to want 2-inch, and you're going to want to countersink everything, so there's no hardware sticking out. Right now, with my particular dinghy, these bolts that I'm pulling out, because they're not countersunk, will get in the way of the motor, and it basically slips around. So tomorrow I'll go get the 2-inch, I'll countersink these, maybe tomorrow, I don't know. I got a big raft up, so we'll see. But I'll take this apart right now, and I'll show you what the inside looks like. Okay, so this is what the inside looks like. Remember, we have that 2-inch gap. Basically what we did here was we took the 2 pieces, we cut them to where they should be, such as this, and then I clamped them together and put them on the drill press. This is red oak. I'm going to cut these pieces. I'm going to oil them tonight to keep the weather off of it. I don't know if it's going to last. I've had red oak outside for some of my projects for a long time, and I've yet to have an issue. I've not had it near salt water, so if you're going to make one of these, maybe you want to make it out of teak. That just might be the better bet. But anyway, so again, I had these clamped together. The next one, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to drill my holes. What am I using here? 5/16. I'm going to put the holes in the corners. I'm going to countersink them, and then I'm going to bolt it together rather than clamping it. The clamp kept getting in the way on the drill press, so rather than going through that again, I'd rather just do this one right. So I'm going to cut these pieces tonight. I'm going to drill them together. I'm going to go ahead and use the existing hardware I have, hold it together. I'm actually going to add a third one, a fifth bolt right here, and I might add a sixth right there just to give it more support. But we'll see when I'm done with it. This is just an early start, so don't listen to what I'm saying just yet. Just, I guess, see when I'm done. You can see right here, right where my thumb is, there's a different size borehole because I didn't meet them correctly. And then this one, I actually took a grinder just to see if it would fit. So let me get cutting these, and then we'll look at it, and I'll give you the measurements again in the comments below or in the description. I went 4 3/8 long, or deep, I should say. That is this way. That's 4 3/8. It's also 6 3/4. Wait, sorry. It's also 6.5 inches wide. So 6.5 by 4. What did I say before? 4 3/8. 4 3/8 by 6.5. All right. So there's our two pieces. When you're said and done, it works out to, I forget what it is wide. Looks like shaking around on you guys here. It's just about 2 3/4 wide, and that's plenty enough. I have thicker stuff, but this just looked right on the boat, and there'll be pictures in this. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my old template. I'm going to put it down on top to where I know it belongs, and then I'm going to go ahead and take a pencil, and I'm going to go ahead and mark, after I clamp it, I'm going to mark all the holes that I need to make, and then we'll go ahead and get on the drill press and we'll get the holes done. All right, so now I'm using the, what was this again? Oh, I'm sorry, the 1/4 inch hole saw thing. Sorry. So I'm going deep enough so that when I put my washer and my nut in, it's flush, and we're not really sticking out. This one needs to go just a tad deeper, so I'm not over, but even that wouldn't be bad. It's basically half of this, and yeah, I don't know. I've been drinking. Okay, it's actually 3/4 of the width of this bit, so you're going to want to leave just a little hair sticking out, and then you're perfectly done. So let me get all 4 of these done, and then I will show you what's next. Hey, just real quick, if you are following my schematic, I'm coming down a 1/2 inch, and sorry, this is definitely not my best video, and I'm coming over a 1/2 inch, and that is where I'm starting the hole saw. So again, down and over a 1/2 inch, and we're going to do that in all 4 corners. All right, so there are the 4. I kind of screwed up on this one a little bit. I brought it over a little too far, but not bad. So that's the 4 countersinks. Now we're going to go ahead and clamp these 2 together. Sorry, like this. These 2 together, and then we're going to go ahead and run our 5/16 through so we can bolt it. Oh, so I was, like I said, I'm drinking. It's actually 3/4 that I'm using the countersink. 3/4, not 1 1/4. Also true to form, because I'm, you know, in the Coronas, this is actually a 1/4 inch bit, not a 5/16. Ugh, I'm so sorry. 1/4 inch. Hey, I just want to point one thing out. I'm not making this video because this is cheaper. If you don't have these tools, this is not cheaper. Again, having a drill press, having clamps, I mean, all these things, they cost a lot of money. I used to work a lot on wood, so I'm blessed that I have this stuff. It's definitely not cheaper. If you guys need one of these, by all means, hit me up. I'm more than fair. If you want to make one and you just got a buddy who's got some of this stuff, absolutely makes sense. But if you don't have these things, this is by far not cheaper than buying one. Although I don't know where you would buy one with a 2-inch offset. So, all right, I'm going to go ahead now and I'm going to clamp these together. This is vital. And I'm going to go and do the 1/4-inch holes through so I can bolt it tomorrow for when I actually drill out the channels. All right, so now we have our top plate with everything countersunk, our bottom plate, and we're going to get the hardware in there. And then tomorrow, these are, what are they called? Flat bottom holes, hole saw, whatever. Tomorrow, I will be getting the longer auger, and we'll be good to go. So now I'm going to basically just bolt this together. Put that down in there. Let me get the hardware in, tighten it, and we'll be good to go. Okay, so now we have her together. Mind you that this is not the hardware we're going to be using, right? And these are way too long. Countersunk in the front, and now, I mean, in theory, I could run this channel, but I'm not going to. I'm going to go ahead and wait until tomorrow. I'd like to do the long one first. The problem I had today, like I said, was I could only go this far and had to come this far, and I couldn't meet up exactly. Also, when I made this one, I think I said this earlier, the grain's in the wrong direction. So technically, if I had the motor on here pushing, it'd be like a brake board. It would just snap and go into the water. We don't want that. So you want to have your grain running up and down. So right now I'm done for the evening. I'm just going to go ahead and run to Harbor Freight in the morning and get my 6-inch auger. And then again, if you look like this, she is going to run, I'm actually going to bring it a little lower. Well, it's a bad angle. So, because that, sorry, I'm filming horrible right now. There you go. So it's going to be underneath everything. It's in about 2 inches down. That'll be the first hole, basically right above of it. Blah, above it. Oh man. Also, I don't know if I recommend working with power tools after you've had as many Coronas as I have, but yeah, this is super simple to make. Again, if you don't have these tools, especially the clamps, the routers, the, yes, I love Ryobi. Changed my mind. I also have plenty of Milwaukee. It's Ryobi for me though. Those are work. If you need any questions, comments, or how to make this, I'm always willing to answer them. If you don't have the tools and you live close to me, I'll gladly make you one. But you're gonna have to bring the beer while I do it. So yeah, let me know, and we'll finish this in the morning. So I could not find the bits I wanted this morning, which would have been a 1 1/8 flat hole bit, which I find dig much better. But I was able to find these, so this may destroy what I made last night, but it's worth a shot. So let's get these holes done. I'm not thrilled about this because it's still not going to be long enough, and like an idiot I didn't buy the extension, but the kids really want to use the dinghy today, so I got to give it a shot. Oh, damn it. I know I have an extension somewhere, I just don't know where. I'm gonna go look. Alright, success, I found an extension. I still don't like using these bits, they're freaking blood shovels, but we'll see if we can make it work. So I came down 1 1/4 inch, just a little over, and now we're going to go attempt to not destroy this. Alright, so there is our stanchion mounts. I have one issue with this one, because I didn't have an extension and couldn't do, well, really didn't matter. I walked, so look at that. Came real close to the edge on this side. However, I'm not too worried about it because this is perfect and that's perfect. I can make another one. but the drill walked. It didn't come straight down. It'd be much better if I had a flat bottom, but I mean these got right at it. I just wish I had an extension, so not only open it up and then I can go get new hardware, and this is technically done. And there we have it. This is the inside of the block. You can see where it walked. Yeah, it's real thin, but it's not really load bearing. This is more our load bearing area right here, over, and yeah, this should work good. I'm just gonna hit this with sander real quick, and then technically just bolt these back together and we're good to go. I wish it hadn't walked, so I may just put another piece on. I'll just make another one. This really took me, I don't know, at this point in time, with having to go get the bit, 15 minutes. If I had an extension, I would have been good. I also roasted this bit. I mean, roasted it. Ooh, she's hot. So this one's now done, but that's okay. Yeah, pretty cool. Any questions, concerns, let me know. I'll walk you through it. Again, an extension, so you're not fiddling, will stop the walking. If I hadn't been fiddling around and was able just to continuously push this down, I would have been good, but because I didn't have an extension today, I had to keep fiddling with it, and yet technically ruined it. So, not ruined, it'll still work. This will work fine for a few weeks. But yeah, I'm a little bummed out about that. Oh, and I just cracked this piece just now from putting it down, but whatever. We'll make another. Well, all right, there it is. I will say, I'm going to remake it again. I should have used 1 instead of 1 1/8. I just thought that the 1 1/8 would have been better. On the previous model, I didn't have any wiggle, but that's because I had 2 different angles on the hole. So you can't see that. It's the back of it, everything's countersunk. Again, this took me 10 minutes. I'll make another one with 1 inch, but for now, it'll be fun. Everything holds up perfect. Actually, my motor's right here and here, so good to go. Any questions, comments, or concerns regarding this? Hit me up. And again, if you're in the New York area, I have the tools. Just bring me beer and I'll make you one. Peace out. Oh, don't forget to like and subscribe. Smash that thing. Smash it.